Yeah.
Latriva Deneen. Who else?
Lisa, the boss lady.
And we got
Your girl, Miss Mimi.
That's
aka
right.
Great. What's up, y'all?
Hey, and today we have a special guest taking over all of Stunner, Chef Square,
Yes.
better known as Allen Phillips.
That is me.
Oh, smooth. That is me.
I know, right? He is
Very white back.
So checking in with you guys, we had a work weekend last weekend, so we did get to see each other. We just didn't get to be at work together. But how was y'all's week? It's been a big week, y'all.
Yes.
How was y'all's week, Mimi Purple?
Listen,
What you
first
doing?
of all,
What you doing?
I did a whole bunch of nothing. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I did work. You know, we had the holiday, which I almost forgot about,
Right.
and then we had a lot of firsts that happened on the 20th. So
Yes.
I did a lot of rejoicing, a lot of dancing,
Yes.
a lot of trying to get my life back together.
Right.
'Cause we making moves up in here.
Money moves.
Yes, all of us.
Money
We in a
moves.
whole new year. We got a whole new 360 some odd days of possibilities. So, you know, my week was good.
Awesome.
Lisa the boss.
Lisa the boss lady, how was your week?
Come on with it. Spill
I
it.
was a boss lady.
Were you boss? I'm not
I was a
surprised.
boss lady.
I'm not surprised.
My weekend started out in Dallas where we did the promo shoot for our brand new talk show, Love and Entrepreneurship.
Nice.
And I was bossing y'all. I was
Yes.
popping
Hey.
all through Dallas.
Get it.
And then, you know, of course, we had that the holiday, Dr. King's birthday that we celebrated. That's birthday.
Right.
But we had, you know, the inauguration. I had just I feel just very victorious. this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
very
the word.
victorious.
That's the
Yeah.
word.
Yes, yes,
Awesome.
and I feel melanated.
Ah, little bling, little shined upon.
Okay, love raspberry.
This week for me has actually been pretty awesome.
Nice.
Just again, same vein, lots of celebrations. So we didn't do a whole lot on Monday. We didn't have school, so that was all we needed, was just not have to show up at the workplace. But our anniversary was Tuesday,
Nice.
so
Happy
we have
anniversary.
made the big 2. We're in the big 2, year 2, or actually we're wrapping up year 2. Going into year 3.
Nice.
But it was just a really sweet time for us because we went into the inauguration. She made sure I had my favorite meal, which is anything crustacean, anything that is shellfishy. And so Wednesday we had the inauguration celebration, and she was all happy because that's her. They share the same sorority, so she was repping on a whole nother level. It was like,
Yes.
oh my word, I will not ask you to turn down, but oh if I could. It was just really, really lovely. It was
Nice.
really lovely. And that was probably this inaugural. Well, we'll talk about that later. That's going to be our conversation for Hot Tea Day.
Yes.
But let's go ahead and take a break really quick, and we'll be right back after this message.
Personality, charisma, and style. A true star ready to shine at your next event. Latriva Deneen, radio personality and event host, will make your event the place to be and provide lasting memories for your audience. If you want to take your event to the next level, book Latriva Deneen to be your host, MC, moderator, or red carpet interviewer and host. Contact her at Latriva Deneen on Facebook and Instagram for booking information and pricing. And make sure to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Second, stand by.
Is that's 832-548-5927. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Welcome back to Black Coffee with a side of
Tea.
Yes.
We are back with Chef Square
Hey.
of the East Traveling Square Kitchen. And you know we like to eat.
Yes,
we do.
So Chef Square, please
Welcome.
tell us what you have been doing today in the kitchen.
'Cause I heard it
That
was
East
smelling
Traveling
good.
Kitchen.
I
Okay.
heard it was smelling good.
Ooh, I cut up in the kitchen.
Ooh, what you
we like to hear?
Okay. Tell us about it.
Well, I did oven roasted chicken breast. It was a stuffed chicken breast. And the stuffing is cream cheese with avocado mayonnaise, fresh baby spinach, mushrooms, and pan-seared peppers. That makes up the stuffing.
Mm-hmm. he got food just talking about it.
Mouth just watering.
Man, after that, then I did roasted potatoes with a little pepper, a little mushrooms, onions. It's a flavor packed one.
Nice.
Okay.
I did orange pepper shrimp,
Mhm.
which happens to be one of my signatures.
Okay.
It happens to love it.
Nice.
And I did a vegetable stir fry.
Okay.
Awesome.
Orange peppered shrimp.
I've been waiting to try those scrimps for a while.
So is that what's on everybody's plate?
That is actually what is on everybody's plate.
Listen.
Amazing. So we have these wonderful plates, these wonderful meal prep sort of looking dishes that Chef Allen brought in for us that I cannot wait to eat alone.
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 Oh man,
The
y'all just
last
had
time-
the anniversary. Y'all supposed to be in
well,
Florida.
we are.
Y'all honeymoon is
We
still-
are, but it is lunch. She has food where she is, and I have food where I am.
Indeed.
Take care of meet your needs. Meet your needs.
Amen. And sometimes when you get good food like that, you know, that has to be an alone moment.
Absolutely.
Your favorite glass of,
Absolutely.
you know, for me, it's in the middle of my bed with the TV on, my favorite thing,
What is
and my favorite drink.
What is it?
What?
What's your beverage?
It's gonna be some kind of wine.
Okay. Do you have a particular?
No, I do have
Okay.
two that I actually like.
Okay.
Can't tell you the name of them. I just know the label when I see it. I know. I'm sorry, but
Got it.
Stella Black.
Stella Black. That's what I was gonna
and
say.
so
You need to do
Stella
Stella.
has done several ones that I
Yes.
really enjoy.
Yes.
Black is one of them. Peach is a good one.
Yes.
But there's another one that's actually out of California that it tastes like vitamin grapes.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I need you to figure that one out.
Yeah, I can
share
do
that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
So, but back to the chef.
Back to Chef Allen.
Yes.
We got carried away.
What's a good wine to go with this plate?
Ooh, yes. Or a good drink.
Actually, you could actually pair that with anything you want.
Okay.
It's a couple of different flavors.
Mhm.
So with the flavor profile, I would probably go with maybe Zinfandel
Okay.
or anything Stella.
Okay.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about East Traveling Kitchen. How long have you been traveling?
To the east.
That's a double question.
Yeah.
But how long have you
Okay.
been traveling? How did you actually come up with the name?
Well, it has been about a year.
Okay.
So when everything kind of took off, to answer your question on the second side, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
At least 7 years.
Okay.
Okay.
I've
Awesome.
been traveling.
Nice.
And the name kind of came. It just kind of came to
Kind
me.
of popped up. Yeah.
Okay.
It just kind of
Nice.
came to me.
That's good. And so have you been cooking all of your life?
Right.
I've been cooking since I was about 8 years old.
Wow.
Wow. Out of necessity or out of an interest?
Just out of my mama saying that she didn't want me to be
Yeah.
really just having to worry about a woman feeding me.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
So it started out with me feeding myself,
Okay.
and then I started feeding the house,
Okay.
and then I started feeding everybody in the family.
Just snowball.
And then I went from doing a dish to catering a whole event, and
Wow.
it just kind of took off from there.
Wow, that's nice.
So what led you to this path? Is this what you're doing full time or do you,
Mhm.
okay, so what led you to full time chefery? I don't know if that's a word.
To be made the word.
Yeah, chivalry.
Well, it took a turn. It kind of started out of necessity.
Mm,
It was okay. Well, I need to make a little extra money. How do I make a little extra money?
mhm.
So I was like, okay. I teamed up with a friend of mine, Daniel Murray,
Mhm.
and we just kind of, I kind of teamed up with him, and he kind of gave me the framework of what I'm doing now. From there, it just kind of took off, and it just kind of blew into what is me now.
Nice.
What were you and Damien doing?
We were selling plates.
Okay.
Just taking orders, taking pre-orders, selling
Okay.
plates, and I just kind of took it and ran with it.
Okay. And so, the pandemic has I guess the saying necessity is the mother of invention. The
Mhm.
pandemic has called a lot of creativity from a lot of people, and there are lots of folks birthing different things and having a lot of success with the things that they are creating in the pandemic. So, what makes you, as Chef Square, stand out against all the other folks who are cooks and are showing us their wonderful plates on Instagram? And what makes your kitchen stand out?
That's a good question. What happens is you take the average consumer and you figure that a lot of everybody, well, not everybody likes to go to Papa's, but there are a lot of people that like to go to Papa's. There are a lot of people that like to go to Olive Garden.
Mhm.
And all of these nice extravagant restaurants. Me, I take that and I take it to you. I
Mhm.
bring it home.
Okay.
And so it is that level, that quality of food
Mhm.
that I am just making it convenient.
Mhm.
Nice to obtain. So, what are some of the obstacles that you've overcome being in business, being a black man in business
Mhm.
for yourself?
Here's the funny part. I have not ran into any obstacles.
Nice.
The reason being is because I was taught to always listen.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've always kept my ears open
Mhm.
and my eyes up.
Mm-hmm.
And you would be surprised the average general conversation from somebody that's older,
Mhm.
that is a little wiser,
Mm-hmm.
a little stronger.
Mhm.
And those conversations over many years just kind of propelled me to where I'm at now.
Mhm. So, what I guess has been the best piece of advice that you've received, whether it was related to cooking or culinary work or anything? But what do you think the best piece of advice is that you've received that's kind of helped you to press through or to just have the confidence to try to do this?
Here's the thing. It was me,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and I asked myself a question. What do I rather be? Do I rather be a dog or a wolf?
Okay.
Okay.
A dog is domesticated,
Mhm.
and you have different breeds of variations of dogs that can be vicious,
Mhm.
but wolves are always vicious.
Okay.
And when you look at a wolf pack, they are tenacious when they go to hunt.
Mhm.
And when they go out to hunt, they come back with something.
Mhm.
So it was that. It was, what do I want to do? Do I want to be passive, or do I want to just go ahead and get out there and grind and get it?
Mhm.
And I decided to be a wolf.
Okay.
Nice. I get it. I like that.
So, one of the things that I am aware of just from talking to you is that you do meal prep.
I do.
And for a lot of us who are trying to either get our weight under control or just find the healthier ways to cook and eat, because sometimes we just cook what we have or we cook what we know and we don't necessarily have healthy recipes that we want, that we have access to.
Mhm.
So, how did you get into, or what made you decide to do meal prep? Because that's kind of different than creating a meal and 4 courses and presenting an entire private experience for somebody. What made you decide that meal prep was something that you wanted to offer as a service?
It started out with me being a help to my wife.
Okay.
And she's a bariatric patient, and so she just, she wanted to have a lunch.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, well, this is what I'll do. I'll make this, and this,
Mhm.
and I'll put it together for you in a meal prep. And after that, it just kind of steamrolled away.
Okay.
Nice. And who's your wife?
Who is your wife?
My
We're
wife
not talking.
is none other than Lisa, the boss lady.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Just checking. I mean,
I know her. I know
yeah,
her.
I think I've heard it. I think I've heard that name.
She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful.
She's so wonderful.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of stay there for a second,
absolutely.
because he talked about doing this as a help for his wife who was a bariatric patient. And as a former bariatric, I don't know if it's former or whatever, but also having had the surgery, finding someone who can meet those needs is very unique.
Yes.
And so what are some tips that you might have for those of us who maybe aren't able to do meal prep, but you can just kind of give us some, to pay to do meal prep, but you can give us some tips for how we can make our meals more entertaining or engaging or pleasurable.
It is, don't be afraid to play with flavors.
Okay.
Okay.
That's one. Another thing is there's always a different option to go about cooking. So it's, thinking outside of the box and creating what is your signature.
Okay.
And then the other thing is portion control.
Mhm.
And be realistic about your portion,
Mm-hmm.
because nobody understands how much you are actually able to eat.
But you,
Mhm.
yeah.
So those are just pretty much the basic guidelines
Okay.
to just make anything something that can go from basic to just
Right. Right. Awesome.
Nice. So when you say don't be afraid to play with flavors,
Yeah.
do you mean like using something like the other day I came across some pepper that was smoky chipotle something?
Mm-hmm.
What would you use that with?
Coincidentally, the chicken breast that you have has
Okay.
a chipotle seasoning on it.
Wow.
And that's what I mean when I say don't be afraid to play with flavors.
Okay.
Because the overall texture and flavor of a dish has to kind of be brought home.
Mhm.
So it's about what works with what tastes good with one thing, pepper with certain things, seasoning, salt, sodium content is a very big one.
Mhm.
But just balancing out the sodium content and everything, and then just making it work.
Okay. And the meals that you prep, is it according to what the customer wants, right?
It is a total custom order.
Nice. So how would that look for someone? Because some people, when you say meal prep, it's like, I don't really need that. What audience would benefit from meal prep?
Anybody and everybody.
I just wanted to come.
Because the thing about it is it's about convenience.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time when I started in meal preps, it was people that just did not have the time to cook.
Right.
And so, there's always, it's easy to go to the refrigerator, grab a meal,
Right.
heat it up,
Right.
and eat.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is the key to everything.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
So, Chef Allen, how can folks get in touch with you?
Well, I'm on Facebook. You can reach me out on Facebook, and you can also reach me on Instagram.
Okay. And Facebook at?
Allen Phillips. You can search me on Facebook, and East Traveling Square Kitchen, which is my business page. Most of the time, if you send me a friend request on Facebook, I will add you to my business page.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So,
And you said both of those were Facebook or
one's on Facebook, one's Instagram.
East Traveling is Instagram?
East Traveling Square is on Instagram.
Okay.
It's also on Facebook, but like I said, if
You'll add.
I will add you
Okay.
to.
Okay, cool. And so, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw something about you having a travel business as well.
Oh,
Yes, I am a travel agent.
Multiple streams of income.
Yes.
Right? Keeping it in the family because
Absolutely.
you are, I think both of you are
Absolutely.
travel agents. So talk about that, how you guys came up with the okay or the hey, you got that going, let's do something else because
Right.
Lisa the Boss Lady has multiple, you have
I do.
other things as well. So how was it as a couple coming up with something, a business together?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it started out like this. She jumped out the gate
What it had
with about 5 different streams of income.
Okay.
And I'm sitting back and I'm working at the time and I'm like, I might need to add some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because as business does, it takes you away from the home.
Mm-hmm.
And so I needed something to do. So I was like, well,
Mm-hmm.
let me be constructive.
Right.
Let me make some money instead of doing something stupid.
Mhm.
So I just have to come up with a business. And so cooking has always been a refuge for me. So
Nice.
I just, okay, well, I'm a cook.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes time. So it's just about the balance. It's about not being the type of man to put my wife in a box and to let her operate on her own and give me something to do where I can operate just as independent.
Nice.
And we can bring it together.
Nice. And the brought together is in the travel business.
Right.
Right.
And then we have love and entrepreneurship that is also the baby of this.
Yes.
And then you
Yes.
all, and what will that be about?
Love
Love.
and entrepreneurship. It's basically just how we balance it out. How we balance out being a travel agency owner, training him as a travel agent.
Mhm.
Him doing the chef, him being a barber as well,
Mhm.
me doing the bedroom candy, me doing the Bye Bye Belly, me being a notary, and starting to inspire people doing the inspirational speaking. So it takes practice. It
Right.
takes planning.
Right.
And a lot of people don't think that it's possible to be in love and do entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And we're here to show you how
Nice.
we do it.
That's
How
good.
it is.
And that's what needs to be seen, I think.
For
First
sure.
of all,
Absolutely.
Black love,
Absolutely.
For sure.
right? Because oftentimes growing up, I think we're all pretty much in the same age bracket,
Right.
maybe except for our engineer. He looks like he's a little
Little,
younger.
little baby.
Yeah, I know.
She'll swear a little bit younger.
Oh, okay. But in that era, you didn't see too much Black love depicted on movies, on
Right.
commercials.
That's
It was
true.
always mostly only the woman
Right.
or the man, if he was there
If
at
he was
all.
around.
And then history has it where they took the man completely out,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
So it needs to be seen, and so I'm excited to see how this is going to play out.
Right.
To
Yes,
have that
I'm excited.
representation.
Right.
I think it's going to be an awesome thing. So kudos to you guys for that because, like I said, it takes a lot of balance. You have
Right.
family you have to deal with. You have your separate business, chef,
Right.
and then Sister Girl got her own 8. How many you got? 8, 9, 10?
Right.
How many you doing?
Right.
It
Have
feel
five.
like it's
Right.
I have
So
five.
the ups and downs of that is
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah.
really everything because we often see the outcome.
Mhm.
Right after the ups and downs, after
Right.
the arguments, after the okay, look, I don't like that.
Mhm.
So that's gonna be awesome. I'm excited to hear and to see
Mhm.
all this manifest and work out. It's
Absolutely.
beautiful. Millennium.
Well, we
Melanated love.
absolutely. We are so happy for both of you and
Yes.
so proud of the two of you and that you are part of the Stunner fam.
Mhm.
But I'm just looking forward to this plate.
That plate is something to look forward to. I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh.
It's what I'm
It's
looking
amazing.
forward to.
So how is it for you? But we'll talk about that after this next break. But how is it for you? Think about this. Chew on this. Living with a chef. We'll
Lord,
be back.
we'll be back.
If you're looking for healthy meal prep, family style meals, or catering for your next event, look no further than the East Traveling Square Kitchen with Chef Square, Allen Phillips, specializing in soul food, family style dining, and southern flavor. Chef Square can adhere to dietary needs like keto and bariatric meal prep without compromising on taste. Take advantage of weekly meal plans like the starter pack, 5 meals for $75 with 3 entree choices. Additional additional meal plans, and contact-free delivery is available. Contact Chef Square of the East Traveling Square Kitchen today at 832-495-8836 and tell them Stunner Radio sent you.
I want to know from Lisa the Boss Lady, man, listen, you are living with the chef, right?
Yes.
So what kind of life is that like? Like, do you try to do keto and
Right.
I have not actually actively tried to do keto at this time because I am a bariatric patient. I can eat half of a kid's meal.
Wow.
So it doesn't affect me in that area, but I will tell you I get frustrated because I want to eat more. Because that he'll cook something and he'll make me this plate. And it's a baby plate, but it's not baby enough. And I'll be mad because I want to eat all of it.
Right.
And I can't.
wow.
So, but I mean, just experiencing the different things and seeing what it does to him, you know, because he has, you know, some storms that he has going on right now. And for him to get in that kitchen and work it all out, for him to get that frustration out in the kitchen, oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
And to
it's
come
awesome.
home and smell, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yes,
That
that
feels like love.
I know.
In the door.
Yes.
all up in all kinds of flavors and
Yes.
scents and
Yes.
so you do food, you bake as well or no?
No, I don't bake.
Okay.
I cook though.
He
Okay.
said I cooked.
I
I
was
got that
just
down.
curious. Look, I didn't start baking until this last year, Christmas.
Right.
I still don't bake.
See, so you know, it's trust
Not
me,
my
it's
thing.
okay.
I'll make some cookies out the package.
I will bake some cookies.
Yeah,
I can do that.
that's
I've
about it.
mastered that now.
I tried to do some, for those of you who saw it on my Facebook, when I tried to
Oh,
do those,
yeah.
those cinnamon rolls were, yikes.
They were still
Oh, they were.
yes,
I bet they were
yes.
still good.
They were delightful. They
Absolutely.
looked terrible. What were you gonna ask?
I was just
Chef?
gonna ask the chef, what are you passionate about? I know one of the things is cooking. Is there anything else?
It's good.
Is there anything else?
Um,
And what fuels it?
it's really just a not giving up attitude.
Nice.
It's like a dog with a bone. It's just being tenacious, being relentless in the pursuit. It's like when I was trying to get my wife.
Oh, come on with it. Tell us how was that?
Right.
It took a lot of effort.
That's right.
It took a lot
That's
of
right.
focus.
Right.
It took a lot of careful planning.
Mhm.
Because that lady was still.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, just taking that approach to it, because a business is just like a marriage.
It is.
So you know, whatever work that it takes in order to build it is the same work that it takes to sustain
Just
it.
insane. That's right.
Yeah, that's so
And
true.
so I just take the same approach to my cooking.
That's right.
Nice.
That's right.
Dig in and make it happen, like for real.
Absolutely.
Dig in on the cooking and dig in on the plate.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Do you have something that people request from you often for you to cook?
Oh man, sky's the limit. I mean, I do a stuffed salmon that I get requests to do. My stuffed chicken breast. That's a hot item, and then I do boudin balls, and that flies.
Nice.
I ate those on the way home with my hand
That's how you're supposed to eat them.
out of the container. Like there was not, I mean, you eat them with a knife and a fork and be prim. Like those were enormous.
They
balls.
were, and that would have been in my. Okay, so
I was like, oh wait, I'm eating with my fingers.
Yeah.
In this car.
Yeah.
Like that.
And wifey didn't get it.
Did not get
alone. That's what I said. Alone. Red light
So
special.
you can just about imagine what happens to my wife when I make a plate of food and she can't eat. Yeah, it's not really.
Yeah.
The frustration level.
Yeah, I get the
Sorry, sis.
Yes. we were-
Sorry. I do
So
taste
what-
this though. I'll help you out. I'll taste for you.
Oh my gosh. I taste everything. I do taste everything.
Right.
I, go around.
You
Yes,
don't get to
because
eat the whole
yeah,
plate.
you just don't get. You get 2 bites of everything, and
There you go.
that's it. But I will eat it all day though.
Yeah.
I will eat it. I will eat on it all day.
Leave that plate
that's the beautiful
I'll be
part.
coming back to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Touch
Yeah.
it if you want to.
And it's
I'm a
funny.
cheat day.
It's funny because see, when I cook, I take individual pictures of everything that I do.
Mhm.
Now it's funny because on Facebook, I made a post
Mhm.
about y'all plates.
Mhm.
So you actually get to see what the finishing project was,
With
what it
the-
actually
The
looked
creation
Nice.
process.
like in,
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah,
Ah,
nice. I can't wait to dig into this.
I'm telling you.
I like squibs.
Squint.
I'm just saying.
So what is your future? Like what do you project for Chef Allen's East Traveling Kitchen? What's in the future?
It is going to assume its own personality
Mm-hmm.
and do what it's supposed to do for me.
That's right.
Nice.
I patterned my business style after Mark Cuban,
Okay.
and I wanted to turn into a shark.
Okay.
I wanted to be the king
Absolutely.
and take it to heights that have not been seen before. Well, actually, that has really not been realized by an African American man in the food industry to get to a Gordon Ramsay status. To
Nice.
take it worldwide. I want it to be as big as I can blow it up to.
Yes.
Yes. Come on with it. Come on through big.
Awesome.
This is the year of big and manifestation, so I'm here with it. I'm
That's
here
right.
for it.
Put all
Whenever
the
you want to
energy
send
into it.
plates to
Wanna have a
Summer Radio,
sample
feel
of your
free.
dish.
Okay, we will take it. I'm just
We'll be
saying.
right back after this message.
If you're looking for help,
Are you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle but have less than perfect credit? Look no further than Mi Amigo Motors, offering in-house financing to help you build or reestablish your credit. All vehicles are put through a multi-point inspection, and their award-winning customer service and on-site service center will make your buying experience stress-free. I know you got your stimulus check and it's tax refund season, so stop by Mi Amigo Motors today at 9729 Long Point Road or give them a call at 832-548-5927 to reserve your appointment for their VIP approval. Again, that's 832-548-5927. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
of tea. Yes, and listen, thank you so much to Chef Square,
Yes.
Allen Phillips, for coming in and bringing us food.
Yes.
And bringing
teaching
us food.
And bringing us food. That's all.
Oh, yeah,
That's all he had to do.
I mean, so and then also for shedding some light on being a black man in business, doing your thing, right, and supporting your wife doing the same, and then also for you guys having your own thing together. So that's totally awesome. Can't wait to have you back.
Yes.
Can't wait to taste the most
Something else.
Yeah, I'm just
Yes.
saying.
The next special dish.
I'm just saying. So thank you so much for that. And so we are on now. We're going to talk about this inauguration.
So so our hot tea or tea of the day segment will be us just kind of recapping what our experience was with this inauguration. I was going to say earlier, this was the first time that I am at this age with a president coming in, but with everything that was outgoing, the president outgoing, I think that I am at a new place in terms of my attentiveness to what's happening in the country.
Absolutely.
And my interest in what's happening.
Yeah.
And so my investment in this inauguration, I was invested in Barack Obama's first one because of the historic nature. But this one was personal. Like this one felt like I worked for it. This one felt like I had a dog in the race. Right. And so I did not get the opportunity to catch as much of the inauguration as I wanted because I was teaching. And so I caught glimpses of it, but the parts that I did get to experience, I was amazed. I was like, I wish I had kids so they could ask me, what were you doing when this was going on? But I forgot how beautiful this ceremony was supposed to be. I forgot how symbolic, because the last one was so painful. Like the 4 years ago one with the dude that just left. It's like it was I don't even remember it because I just wanted to block it out.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
I
this
don't
is
remember.
not happening.
I don't even remember.
I'm telling you, I do not remember. I remember it being trash and garbage and everybody dropping out and
Yeah.
him whining about I had the biggest numbers.
Yeah.
Like I remember that drama.
He lied.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like, this is the biggest one. And they put the picture of Obama's inauguration next to his, and it's like, millions? Nah. And so
just like that.
I just remember that kind of stuff. But
Mhm.
this felt like, okay,
Mhm.
we have come together.
Maybe there's a
Big Mama that made us kiss and make up.
Mhm,
Yeah.
We are at the family reunion. Everybody's cool. Like, we're cool. You know, I see you, but we're this is where we know we can be, right?
mhm.
And so I just was wondering like how everybody else was feeling at that moment. Some folks were able to tell it online, but I know that there were some of us who were just sitting in the moment.
Yeah.
And so what was that like for y'all? Like what were y'all doing on Wednesday?
Go ahead. Guess we'll go with you first.
I was actually in a business meeting.
Okay.
Coincidentally, and I got to catch a few of the films. It took on a little different perspective for me because I'm a veteran.
Okay.
Okay.
And, I'm a 9/11 veteran.
Oh, wow.
And it was, for me, it was bringing the prestige back to the office.
Mm-hmm.
It was somebody that is not only looking the part,
Mm-hmm.
but is actually actively in being the part.
Right.
And that for me, it made me feel as though that the time that I spent in the military was actually worth something.
Nice.
And that's what it did for me. It was the reassurance of the sacrifice that I gave, and it just meant the world.
Nice. Lisa the boss.
I just feel very victorious. I do feel like Latriva, like it was something I worked for, something I did. But in essence, it is.
Mhm.
It is something that we all did. It's something that we all took a part of. And I think the reason why is because everybody got together to get that comment.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, even the people that voted for him the first time was like, oh, you know what?
Right.
And everybody pulled together to fix it. And I think that if we continue to pull together to fix it, then we won't have to kneel at the national anthem anymore because we won't be so injured. I believe that if we keep doing it like this, that we can actually go somewhere. So it gives us all hope.
Yeah.
It's a good start.
Yeah. It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jose said he felt free.
I felt
Yeah.
free.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
It was I
Like
feel
it fell off your
victorious.
neck.
Yeah.
Like,
Something just came
yes.
Like there's nothing
Yes.
another word, just victorious.
Yeah.
Just
And I like that description. I actually, like Treva said, 45 came in as he was. Right? A clown. Anyway,
Right.
So, and I was really appalled when watching that they actually did a split screen of him walking off the plane as they were walking up the steps. And I was like, why are you even feeding that energy into that, right?
Yeah.
Please cut that off my TV. That's not what I'm. So, but they immediately took it off.
I did like seeing him leave.
I
I did. I saw every time I saw him leave, I liked him leaving. I liked it.
So I felt like, but at the inauguration,
Let that
they
moment
were,
be over.
he
Don't try to share it.
When they were
Yeah,
walking up
absolutely.
the steps, they did a split screen of him coming off the plane because he chose to
Yeah,
power
right.
not be there. And it's like you're still feeding into the madness, and that's how I looked at it. But and in other news, I was excited to see the youngest poet do her thing. I was really excited about that. I was thrilled to see that it was a brother that led the Congress people to safety, and that they are actually willing to acknowledge it.
that.
He led
Kamala. Yes,
he let her in. He let she and her husband in, and then also they are willing to give him. He was nominated for a Congressional Medal of Honor, I believe. Right, so I'm pleased with that, and then also gives me a possibility.
Right, that's the man they chased up the stairs.
Right.
Yeah, when they were storming the Capitol, that's the man that they chased up the stairs, and he led them the wrong way on purpose.
Right, and then people try to take that. I am still absorbing Chucks and Pearls. I am.
Yes.
I'm still absorbing Chucks and Pearls. I love
I see your pearls. I love them pearls.
Thank
Those
you,
are
girl. So I'm still absorbing. I'm excited to see what this cabinet is going to be.
Right.
Are they really going to be able to pull off what they need to? What's supposed to be done? because you can't do a lot of things if your people are in any position. Right.
And
I don't know if I was
alignment.
excited that part, but I am. I was pleased to see that Pence chose to come
participate, right.
Even if he was gritting teeth behind his mask, he was still there doing
what you would do.
What everybody has done. We're gonna set aside our differences, and we're gonna come together and do this thing.
That's right.
Because how you start off, oftentimes, is how you end.
That's right.
You already think that with 45, and that's my 2 cents.
And it's so important that we can, because our kids and our country and the world, like, just how many world leaders were like, we are so glad to have, I think it was the New Zealand prime minister was like, we are so glad to have a friend in the White House again.
Wow.
And that the world is looking at us like, all right, now we can see. But you know,
they unlock their doors.
And it's like our kids and so we've seen potentially some of the worst ways that we can be. And we took for granted the civility that, you know, had been passed down, and until we got into that, you know, hit that speed bump. And so now I feel like everybody is like, okay, like, this is where we should have been. This is where we once were. And I think that we're all kind of feeling a little more responsible for making sure that persists, so that we don't go back to that place, and that we don't just kind of fall asleep at the wheel again. Because I feel like that's what happened with Trump, because nobody believed that the way that the system would work would allow that, right? So now that we see it, I think that we have a different level of appreciation for what we're seeing, and I hope a different level of reverence for it, so that it is something that we maintain, something that we hold true to, because we almost lost democracy, y'all. Like, we were literally potentially around the corner from, you know, someone just kind of taking over and doing what they want to do, because we've never seen anything like that before. And we didn't have anything in place to stop it.
Right.
Or so we thought.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny though. If you really think about what this administration is doing, it is mirroring what he did as VP
with Obama.
The crazy part about this is if you look at what Obama did in his 8 years, he hit the ground running. He really hit the ground running. And Biden is basically, as the now new commander-in-chief, is doing the exact same thing. He's hitting the ground running. And what makes it so easy for him is because he's done it before. And that makes things a whole lot better for him, because he has had 8 years of prior experience. And then now
in a respectable administration.
And now he is able to take the reins and bring back the stability that he once built. Because him and Obama both made this happen. And think about it, the Republicans were in control during that time. And now he is in the position where he has a Democratic House and Senate. Things are going to move.
Interesting.
Absolutely. Because they were blocking Obama like J.J. Watt. It's not going to be that bad with Biden.
So we're going to take a break real quickly, and we'll be back to wrap up.
If you're looking for a humor,
so I couldn't remember. I was like,
we do need to talk about
personality, charisma, and style. A true star ready to shine at your next event. Latriva Deneen, radio personality and event host, will make your event the place to be and provide lasting memories for your audience. If you want to take your event to the next level, book Latriva Deneen to be your host, MC, moderator, or red carpet interviewer and host. Contact her at Latriva Deneen on Facebook and Instagram for booking information and pricing, and make sure to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
We get ready to move into this year. Like, what are you manifesting? What is your item? And we are back with Black Coffee with a side of tea. And so as we wrap this Saturday together, I kind of want to talk about just sort of what we are all looking forward to as we move into this new year of 2021. So it's the number 5. It is the place of energy. And so what are you putting your energy into? So when I think of, manifesting, we say that we are calling those things that aren't as though they are. And so I am what? So what are you? If you would just take a breath real quick, and what is your I am for today, for this year? Just what is the declaration you want to make for your life? So we'll just take a real quick breath together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale.
Yes.
And what is your I am? What is surfacing for you?
I am purposely putting myself in position to absorb and have everything that God wants for me. All of His blessings. I don't want it to be the end of and see that big old box and see you didn't have yourself some space. So couldn't get it to you. Right. So that's my goal every day. It's to be something to put me in position to get all of that. I want all.
That's good. That's
right.
Good.
Give it to me.
What is your I am?
I am Lisa the Boss Lady, and I am doing the most all 2020.
That's right.
Yes,
that's good. That's good, Chef Phillips.
I am Lisa the Boss Lady's husband. I am a successful business owner.
Yes.
And I built my brand myself.
Nice.
Yes.
That is what I am.
That is so good. A builder. Yes.
I am consistently moving through everything. I am moving with consistency. I am getting things finished that I start.
Nice.
So I am consistent.
Yes. Come on with it.
Thank you, y'all. Yes. But this has been another show, another rendition of Black Coffee with a Side of Tea. I'm here with my girls, with our guest, Chef Square. We're so excited to have you with us. We look forward to having you with us next week. So that's our show. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to drop by to our Facebook page, Black Coffee with a Side of Tea, and let us know your thoughts. And have a great week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
This show was sponsored in part by Houston's own multimedia mogul, Lisa the Boss Lady, motivational speaker, travel agent, sales consultant for Bye Bye Belly, Bedroom Candy, and Candy Coated Cosmetics, and coming soon, the co-host of the hot new talk show, Love and Entrepreneurship. If you're looking to start a business or you just need some inspiration, contact Lisa the Boss Lady. It's time to boss up in 2021. Follow her on Facebook and Instagram at Lisa the Boss Lady, or visit her website, LisaTheBossLady.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.